guys, Samuel Views, and today I will be reviewing The Space Between Us. So, The Space Between Us is directed by Peter Chisholm, who's known for writing films like Serendipity, okay, Shall We Dance, cool, and Hannah Montana, the movie. Yep. And the movie stars Gary Oldman, Angel Butterfield, Carlo Gugino, Bert Robinson, Peter Warren, Jim Montley, and a ton of people. This movie has a very interesting premise, as basically it's a story about this kid who has been born on Mars. Born on Mars, his mother basically gave birth to him on Mars, and she died, and she's been raised under him for 16 years. But then he has this kind of relationship between this girl, Tulsa, about Bert Robinson, and then he decides to go to finally explore Earth. But then he realizes his organs and whatever don't really access to things of Earth, and he has to figure out a way to come back with help of Tulsa, Bert Robinson, or Gary Oldman goes after him. Now, when I saw this trailer, there was one thing that I thought it was basically The Martian meets a terrible Nicholas Sparks film. That's what is the reaction I got from the trailers. And so I really wasn't really expecting, especially from the of Serendipity and Hannah Montana the movie. Yep. Hadn't anything more while I was looking forward to this film. And for those, this film was actually supposed to be released last year, around December or November. But of course, it got pushed back, and it got released in February, and I finally got a chance to watch it online. And who knows, this could be one of those films where I may disagree with the, it does have an interesting premise to it. It's a premise that really could work if you do right. Maybe they actually could. I mean, maybe everyone else outside didn't see. So, after watching Between Us, all I gotta say is basically, it's not as like I said, it is, but a little worse than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, the film has a 17% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. When it's about halfway, I was like, there's no way it's that bad. No way. And I won't say it's that level bad, but Between Us is still pretty bad. But that's not to say there aren't any good elements to this film. There are some good things. I'd say most of the acting is serviceable. It's not really anything amazing or special or outstanding. Like, oh no, this is awesome. It's not anything like that. It's serviceable. Angel Butterfield, he's definitely better in this film than he was in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I thought he was actually gonna suck, honestly. I don't know why it looks like he's gonna be very emotional in this and whatever. And wouldn't kind of how he was in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, but he was actually pretty not that bad actually. He was actually trying it. I mean, his character though I'll get into later. But you can say Angel Butterfield is at least trying in this film. He is trying his best. And Carla Gugino, she is trying her best. I mean, she's honestly the most interesting character in the entire film. Does not honestly not say much. But her character is a little bit intriguing, and you do kind of like her character. Yeah, she has a couple of good moments. I'm gonna talk about that. And Gary Oldman, he honestly does a good job as well. I mean, he doesn't kind of over the top at times. But he's still not that bad actually. And one thing, I think the concept in this film has potential to be great and amazing. And the first human born on Mars, rather than goes to Earth trying to explore. How can it not? How can it not end? For the first 10 to 15 minutes, I thought they were going great to that. But I'll talk about that later. And I'll say though, it has beautiful cinematography. It definitely is absolutely gorgeous, I will not lie. And that's basically all the pros I have to Between Us. Now let's talk about all the bad things about this film. And oh boy, there's a lot. Actually, the biggest issue I honestly have with Between Us, it's that it doesn't know what film it's trying to be. I mean, it's kind of saying it's a science fiction and a romance film. But at the same time, if you watch this film, you can't tell what the film is trying to be. Like, it tried to be many different things. It doesn't want to be a sweet, adorable romance film. It doesn't want to be a teen type of drama with Burt Reynolds' character. It doesn't want to be a great coming age story, Age of Butterfield's character. Or it doesn't want to be a serious science fiction film. It doesn't want to be other. I mean, this film's trying to tell us go. Tell this film goes completely anyway. It doesn't know what film it wants to be. And that's the film will really suffers big time. Like, not sure what was going this direction or that direction. Well, this or that. It's not. That I did not. It just is so annoying that it doesn't know what it tries to want to be. And speaking of annoying, let's talk about Brie Robson. Now, I really like Brie Robson. I truly like the actress, and she was said to be a great coming actress. And she was in a lot of films, and she was in that movie Longest Ride, which turned out being a good film. She was best part in the film. She was in Tomorrowland, and she was actually pretty damn great in that film. I mean, she's also in that Disney Channel movie Avalon High, where she was also pretty good in. Then she was in Mother's Day. No. Mr. Church, which might not be a good film. She was actually pretty good in it. I still have not seen Dog's Purpose yet, by who she's on, but not by who she was good. Oh boy. Not only is she not that good, but her character is extremely idiotic and annoying. And I get what they were trying to go with her character. I get what they were trying to do. Like, they're trying to make her relatable or trying to make her great. But the stuff that she does and says goes not only is very unrealistic, but goes on the borderline of unbelievability. Like, the last thing we go, wait, who would say that? And who would do that? Seriously? I guess that basically got really on my nerves a lot. Like, a lot. Well, and also Age of Butterfield's character is kind of almost equally as idiotic as Brown. Not as idiotic as Brown's character, but again, I get what they were doing and all. I do. But at the same time, I just couldn't get, again, kind of grab it and go, wait, who would say that? Who would? Again, I get why, but at the same time, I don't, because of the execution of those scenes, whatever. And surprisingly, I could not buy their romance. These are two actors now could actually form a good relationship in a movie. These are like they could make a good couple in a movie. Yeah, because these two are really talented actors. And I don't think they could work great together, but this film, I just couldn't buy into their chemistry. I don't know why, but I just couldn't buy into it. At all. I'm sorry, I really couldn't. And all the other characters, and honestly, I think Gary Oldman's character and Carla Dino's character, all the other characters are just pointless and wow, whatever, stereotypical characters, and they're not in the film that much, not really impact the movement at all. Whatever, I guess. Not to mention this film is a huge, and I mean huge, snooze fest. Like, seriously, I struggled staying awake. Like I said, it had an interesting first 10-15 minutes. But when it gets to a certain point, I was like, wait, what? I was like that for a majority of this film. I'm not serious. I'm serious. I was like that for a majority of the space between us. It's really boring. I wanted to really fall asleep. I want to sleep so much because I didn't want to watch this film because it's so damn boring. Boring. Now this is the biggest news. I said, yeah, Man Still Fishing is darker without question. But this is definitely a close second on the Sneakfest level. Because my god, this film's so boring and blah, and dull and bland, and also the score is sort of forgettable, honestly. I really don't remember. I don't remember much, honestly, on this film. I remember a lot of things about this film. And the film's predictable. This film, they can guess from the beginning to the end. You can guess what is going to happen. I basically guessed a lot of things. They don't try to do anything unique or new with this film at all. And there's a plot twist that happens that honestly I thought was kind of obvious and played out. And I guessed it, and honestly, I kind of guessed it. But, and there was a lot of moments that kind of happen out of random that make you go, wait, what? You serious? I'm sorry. What? Yeah, that's basically my reaction for a lot of the moments in this film. And also, there are some questions that I wanted in the film that ended up becoming unanswered by that film, except involving Agent Butterfield's character, Burt Robinson's character, and a lot of the other characters that I wanted answered by the end of the film, but unfortunately, we can't get them, honestly. Sucks. Honestly, it's honestly not enough to say about the Screeners, honestly. There really isn't any much else to say about this film. It's honestly a really forgettable and bad and pretty bland film. Now you should definitely skip. Don't take yourself to see this film. And we did bomb the box office, a lot of people didn't see this film, so I'm happy about that. And again, it has a few good performances, a couple good characters. So concept is potential worthy. It has real cinematography. Just yeah, well, some of the absolute worst I've seen in 2017. It's still not good. I know, that means not good. So that being said, I'm gonna give The Space Between Us a 16 of a D. Don't check this out whatsoever. Well guys, that is my review of The Space Between Us. If you have seen this film, comment below what you thought of it down below, what are your thoughts. Now that basically like I said, it's kind of is basically The Martian meets Nicholas Sparks. It's a terrible Nicholas Sparks film, it's basically it. And obviously, and also, by the way, tomorrow at 3 p.m., I will be starting my first ever live stream. Yes, I will be starting that tomorrow at 3 o'clock on my second channel, Beyond One World Reviews. At 3 o'clock, I'll be doing my first gameplay live stream of Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm really excited to do that, honestly. Because I've wanted to live stream for a while now, and I'm finally going to be able to do it, and I'm, again, really excited to. Hope you guys really enjoy it. Again, go on my second, and it's on 3 o'clock tomorrow. It's on my second channel, which is linked in the description below. Subscribe to that channel if you have not already, really appreciate it. And I think a lot of videos planned. I do plan on doing Luke Cage very soon, and I do plan to continue my album reviews very soon. I don't know if I'm going to do it on my main channel or on Facebook. So I'll make sure I do my album reviews in some way. But anyway. Again, hope you enjoyed this video as always. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I am Samuel World from Samuel World Reviews. I'll see you guys next time. And stay cool, everybody. Peace. Pew, pew.